I guess it's a given that with housing affordability in Canada, the condo market is just skyrocketing, if you will.
It is. It's unbelievable. It's gone up more in the last 18 months than it has in any other period. It is the future housing in Canada, certainly in the urban centres. This is everything. Condos is everything.
What are some of the trends that we're seeing in condo development?
Well, there's lots of exciting things happening. Let me take you to Harlow, our latest construction site, and I'll show you some cool things.
Are we standing in the underground parking?
Yeah, this is right now we're standing right about grade of this building. This is a 230 unit building, relatively small in Toronto scale. Toronto's getting higher and higher and higher. We're looking at buildings that will be as high as 90 stories in the coming years.
Wow. So what are some of the development trends that we're seeing in condos?
Well, the land is all disappearing, so we're seeing more density, higher buildings, smaller apartments. In 4 or 5 years, there won't be any development sites to speak of downtown. They'll all be in the east or the west or the north of the city. And that's the trend. The trend is now we're seeing Scarborough start to be picked up as a condo area, Mississauga, and then Hamilton is going to be a major growth zone.
What are some of the design trends that we're seeing inside of condos?
Well, the biggest design trend going on is the sizing of apartments. So we're seeing micro apartments smaller than 300 square feet, and we're now seeing family-sized apartments too. In addition, we're seeing, a more efficient use of kitchens, more efficient use of bathrooms, better materiality like better hardwood floors, better stones, and the stones are cheaper now than they used to be. So what I'll do is I'll take you to a finished model suite and show you that kind of stuff.
Very good, thank you.
So this is one of our model suites.
So Brad, what are some of the condo trends that we're seeing?
Well, one of the big trends is, because of affordability, apartments are getting smaller. So one of the places we're able to make apartments more compact is in the kitchen. So imagine this kitchen. This is a kitchen for a $2 million apartment. It's actually a small kitchen for a $2 million apartment. But what we're going to do in a sub 300 square foot apartment is we're going to get all of the kitchen in this area. We're going to get a fridge, a stove, a dishwasher, and a sink all in this area in about 10 feet. And with uppers, and we will have the microwave up here. And so the goal is because bathrooms are going to be 40 square feet, 5 by 8, you can't change that. So you have another maybe 220 square feet to live in. So that has to be kitchen, living room, dining room, and your place to sleep. And we're seeing that people are getting clever with furniture, manufacturers and people are getting more clever with how they live because affordability is so a big problem in Toronto. We have to make these apartments cheaper. We're trying to get them down to $300,000. The only way to do that is make them sub 300 square feet.
Sub 300 square feet, I mean, that's such a tiny living space. I can't even
imagine
what.
Think of this, in New York, in London, in places like that, this is common. And so what young people are doing today is they're spending more time out of their place. And that's what's great about Toronto. There's so many fun things to do, till you get home.
Brad, we're in the city of Toronto, but you used a very interesting term earlier on, Manhattanization. What does it mean?
Well, it links what's happening in Toronto to what has happened in New York, where buildings have gotten very high, the city's gotten dense, and prices have gone through the roof.
And that's happening here now.
It is.
Okay, thanks for your time.